in Aruba. This net is also being live streamed onto the CCARC Facebook page. Tonight's topic is what got you, well, not that, tonight's topic is what test equipment do you have? Tonight's net comprises of 4 rounds. When I call you into each round, you can talk about the topic or you can describe the image that you're going to transmit or about anything you like. In the image, you must have your call sign in it and it has to be easily viewable. After the transmission, we'll move on to the next person in the list. So, let's start off with check-ins. Are there any stations that are wishing to join the CCARC Slow Scan Television Net tonight?
VK2JTV, thank you.
VK2 November Mike Zulu, I'll just be listening, won't be transmitting tonight, mate.
VK2LLJ, thank you, Adrian. 2 November Romeo Charlie.
So we got VK2JTV Peter, VK2NMZ just listening, VK2LLJ, and VK2NRC. Are there any other people wishing to join tonight's net? And nothing came back. Okay. Let's start off with VK2JTV. Peter, how you been in the past couple of weeks? And what test equipment do you have?
VK2JTV returning. I've got a bit of test gear here. Some of it I haven't really used. I've got a Regal spectrum analyzer, a little VNA in the house as well, and a Crow, as well as multimeters and a antenna analyzer hanging around the shack here. So not much more than that, but it's enough to get me by. VK2, I've forgotten your call sign, Adrian, sorry. VK2JTV, and would you like me, what's the mode tonight, and would you like me to send one? VK2ABS, I think it is VK2JTV.
Yeah, VK2JTV, VK2ABS. Yeah, sounds like you have a wide range of test gear there, Peter, and you can use any SSTV mode you like. So, yep, you can transmit your image.
Okay, this is a wood carving, a large one, as you'll see, down at Blake's entrance. VK2JTV, I'll be going Scotty 1.
ABS. Unfortunately, there, Peter, it was transmitting, but there was no audio whatsoever.
Actually, I forgot to switch it into digital mode. Okay, next time around then. Sorry about that. VK2 ABS, VK2 JTV.
Yeah, VK2JTV, VK2ABS, all good there, Peter. Yeah, we'll catch you next rounds. Let's move on to VK2LLJ. Laura, how have you been in the past couple of weeks, and what test equipment do you have?
VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. Good evening, Adrian. Yes, I've had a pretty full week this last week, and I've only I've only had this hobby, this radio hobby since April, May. So I haven't had a great deal of testing equipment. The only thing I have is a SWR meter and a multimeter. But yes, I'd say with time, these sorts of things grow. It's that I've got as many radios as I have and do as much as I have just since May when I got my licence. My first image for tonight is Gap Creek Falls up in the Wadigans. You may have even been there at some time. So please stand by. I'll be sending this on Scotty 1. So please stand by and I'll send this to you. VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. You still there, Adrian? VK2BPL.
not hearing you, Adrian.
Hey folks, I'm sure where Adrian has gone to. I've just flicked him a message and hopefully he comes back. Okay folks, I've just had a message from Adrian back. He's just advised that he has just gone off and lost power. I'm unsure at the moment if that's just to his rigs or to his whole house. Just hold off for a moment and I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, to disturb. Thanks everybody for...
Yeah, this is VK2 ABS. Sorry everyone. Kind of lost power to my radio there. Yeah, very sorry about that. Yeah, let's get back on track. Yeah, very nice image there, Laura. Very nice. Bit of interference, yeah, line interference in the whole image. But yeah, I can still see it. Yeah, would anybody like to comment on this image? I got no responses. It's all good. So, yeah, thank you very much, Laura, for joining us and transmitting this good image. And yeah, we'll check in next round. Let's move along to VK2 NRC. Bob, how you been, pal? How you been? Let me rephrase that. How you been? And what test equipment do you have?
Test equipment, got a few. There's a few things. Got myself one of the little analysers for jet and general analysers, although I've got one that'll do VHS, but drops at about 6 metres to 60, but just now up into the HF and that area, but it's all just it's on the list. I know what I want to get. It's just getting the time and to catch it all up. You've got the usual sort of analog grow, and I've got a little digital sheet which works quite well actually. And power supplies. And, I've got a signal generator, but
far off, but no, he's finding a good clear path into you. Anyway, back to you later in VK2. Yeah, VK2, I think.
Yeah, VK2 NRC, VK2 ABS. Copy all that. Sounds like you had a nice collection of test equipment there. Yeah, I used to have a antenna analyzer, but yeah, that somehow stopped working. But yeah, nice list of equipment there, Bob, and yeah, copy that. You won't be transmitting tonight. Yep, that's all good. So yeah, thanks, Bob, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next round. I'm going to do a quick call out. For any stations that might be on the side. So yeah, are there any stations that are wishing to join the CCARC SSTV net tonight?
VK2BPL.
PL. Good evening there, Paul. And it kind of sounded like, someone tried to double you there. If that person, please go ahead.
Yeah, right there, Adrian. Thanks very much for calling me in there. And I used to, in Papua New Guinea, I was a communications engineer, so I worked with all sorts of test equipment, Motorola, Sister and Donna system analyzers, IFR 500 and 1200, you name it. We had a pretty well equipped workshops up in New Guinea there. I don't have much down here. Of course, they wouldn't let me take it with me when I left the work up there, so I don't have much here, but enough to keep me on the air. So I'll send a picture if you like, and it'll be of a shearing shed when Australia Road on the sheep's back. So with your permission, Adrian, I'll go ahead with the first picture. VK2 ABS, VK2 BPL.
Yeah, VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Copy all that, Paul. Copy all that. You can transmit your first image for tonight. VK2BPL, VK2ABS. Nice image there, Paul. There are there is a bit of interference on the image. Yeah, as there was a bit of crackle and pops in your transmission. But yeah, I could still see it clearly. But yeah, very nice image. It would anybody would like would. Let me rephrase that. Is there anybody wanting to comment on this image? And nothing heard. Yeah, thanks, Paul, for joining us tonight, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next round. Yeah, right now I'm gonna transmit my own image. Yeah, I haven't loaded any newer images onto my laptop yet. Well, onto SSTV. So I'm gonna transmit a picture of one of my puppies. Yeah, name's Diesel, and I'm going to transmit it in Martin 1. So this is VK2 ABS switching modes. Would anybody like to comment on my image there?
VK2LLJ, VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. Yes, I received that image very well. Lovely image of Romeo there. I do have a few bars of interference. I could hear the interference sort of crackling on the signal as it was coming through. So yes, I think we've all got that little bit of interference there tonight. Back to you, Adrian. VK2ABS, VK2LLJ.
And VK2LLJ, VK2ABS. Yeah, copy that, Laura. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of pop and crackle from this repeater tonight. Yeah. So yeah, thanks, Laura, for that, and yeah, we'll go into the second round. So VK2JTV, Peter, would you like to transmit your second image?
VK2ABS, VK2JTV. Okay, I will try and this time I'll remember to punch in the digital part of this radio, and I'll resend this other image in Scotty 1. VK2JTV, going Scotty 1.
Yeah, VK2JTV, VK2ABS. A very nice image there, Peter. It came in perfectly. No interference. And nothing at all. So yeah, thanks for that image there, Peter. And would you like to describe what the image is? Over to you there, Peter.
VK2ABS, VK2JTV. These are, this is one of a series of wood carvings down at Lakes Entrance in Victoria, and I came across them when I was tripping down that way, and as you can see the shops behind in the main drag there, you got a park on this side of the road that you can see the wood carving, and beside that is the docks where a lot of the fishing boats and that and yachts and that tie up for short periods of time down there. There's another, I've got another 3 photos. One's the other side of that particular carving, and there's another 2 I've got photos of. If you read the thing, it's depicting Simpson, there's no donkey there, but during the Gallipoli campaign, he went out and rescued a lot of soldiers from the front lines. VK2 ABS, VK2JTV.
VK2JTV, VK2ABS. Copy all of that, Peter. Yeah, very interesting there. Yeah, for a second I thought it was a sort of a marble or stone carving, not a wood one. But yeah, the more I see, yeah, the more I can tell. But yeah, thanks very much, Peter, for the image. And would anybody like to comment on this, on Peter's image? Oh, VK2CJB. Yeah, good evening there, Chris. Yeah, checked into the net tonight. Yeah, would you like to comment on this image?
VK2ABS, VK2CJB. Unfortunately, I can't comment on the image. I had gone out to my portable location for tonight's net, but it started to rain and there started to be lightning directly above me, so I had to call it quits. Apologies for not being able to join the net tonight properly. Anyway, as you're probably aware, there is a simplex parrot repeater in operation, in testing, sorry, up here in Lake Macquarie. Laura can probably give you the details because my signal is probably quite poor and hard to copy it, unfortunately. But yes, anyway, that's it for now. VK2 ABS, VK2 CJB.
VK2 CJB, VK2 ABS. Copy all that, Chris. Yeah, copy that. Yeah, it did look like it was about to rain here as well, but as you said, kind of got swamped out. But yeah, that's all right. You are getting into repeater nicely there. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, the new Westlake's parrot repeater. Now I want to try and, well, I did try out and transmit to it, but I didn't really hear anything back. But yeah, thank you very much, Chris, for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you later on. Yeah, let's move along to VK2 LLJ. Laura, would you like to transmit your second image?
VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. Yes, I received that last image from VK2JTV. Very well here in Lake Macquarie. No blemishes whatsoever. Very, very clear picture. In fact, the best tonight so far. Yes, about that parrot repeater, Adrian. It's on frequency 147.575 and simplex. And I found it very good for practicing. It's a parrot repeater, and it repeats the image that you sent. It sends it straight back, as well as any voice signals. So you realise just what you sound like on the radio, and it picks up all the things that you do wrong. I've found many things that I say wrong, like and yeah, it's pretty good. So it's worth a try, Adrian. It's worth persevering. My next image is a little fella that used to frequent us when I lived up in central Queensland, a little gecko. These little fellows really fascinate me, how they can change colour with their surroundings. So please stand by, and I'm sending on Scotty 1, VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ.
MVK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Very nice image there, Laura. It is clear. Yeah, there wasn't that much interference as last time, although there are a bit of interference lines here and there. But yeah, overall, a nice and clear image. Thanks, Laura, for that. And would anybody like to comment on this image?
Yeah, very good and colourful there, Adrian and Laura. And as you say, a few line bars, I think probably static lightning blemishes there, but picture received very well through the repeater. Back to you, Adrian. Oh, by the way, Adrian, that parrot repeater has a tone access 91.5 hertz is required to access the parrot repeater. VK2 ABS with the group VK2 BPL.
Yeah, VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Copy that, Paul. Yeah, 91.5 access tone. Yep, I should have probably programmed that into the radio when I had the chance to. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So yeah, after that I might try it out. Anyways, thanks Laura for the image. Very nice image, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next round. Let's move along to VK2 NRC Bob. Any thoughts, comments, or anything about the images?
VK2 ABS, VK2 NRC. Unfortunately, I've been getting some dropouts in them, but what I've been getting has been really good quality tonight. It's probably been one of the best nights as far as the, what parts I'm getting is been sort of pretty well, not much noise on it, but unfortunately we've had a couple of dropouts. I don't know just what position I am or what, but yeah, I'm trying to find a mapping spot which works both ways, but then I'll start to do something, but it's that little bit too far at the moment. But yeah, and I missed the last part of the parrot repeaters frequency. It was 147 something or other, and that if someone can repeat it back to me, I'd be very interested. I might be able to try on there again.
VK2 NRC, VK2 ABS. Copy all that, Bob. Yeah, the frequencies for that parrot repeater, I believe, are 146.75. No, 575. So 146.575. It also has a 91.5 hertz access tone as well. So yeah, thanks Bob for that, and we'll catch you in the next round. VK2 BPL. Paul, would you like to transmit your second image?
Yeah, thanks very much, Adrian. And the frequency for that parrot repeater is 147.575. 147.575. At the moment, it's at a temporary location about halfway up Cardiff Heights towards New Lambton Heights. But when the installer builds up combiners and cavities and so forth, it will go up to Sugarloaf, Mount Sugarloaf, at the same location as the VK2RTZ 775 repeater. So I'll just put it back to you briefly, Adrian, to make sure you got that frequency okay. 147.575 simplex, 91.5 hertz. Adrian, break.
VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Yep, copied all that down. Yep, wrote it down. Thanks for that.
Okay, thanks very much. And Chris has been getting a good run of it and with it, and also Laura and myself and Paul VK2 HV have also been testing and practicing our skills through it. So it's working exceptionally well. Okay, my picture is of a festival in Papua New Guinea. The tribe of people that these people come from is called Mekio, which is between Port Moresby and Kerama. Kerama is to the west of Port Moresby, and whenever they have one of these traditional shows on, the Mekios always take out the best dressed prize. It's all traditional stuff, birds of paradise, feathers. They have a thing up there called a couscous, which is a tree kangaroo, or closely related to a possum. And the fur from those and the feathers from bird of paradise and other traditional birds of Papua New Guinea. So I hope you enjoy this photo. I'll be transmitting in Scotty 1 as well. VK2 BP, I'll stand by.
VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Image came out perfect there, Paul. There's tiny little interference dots here and there, but overall perfect and clear. Very nice photo there, Paul. And would anybody like to comment on this image? And no responses. That's all good. Thank you very much, Paul, for the image, and we'll catch you in the next round. Right now I'm going to transmit my second image, and it is the cover for Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It's more of an more iconic image, and I'm going to be transmitting it in PD50. Yeah, we'll have a try at that. So this is VK2 ABS switching modes. Would anybody like to comment on my image there?
VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ. Yes, it was received well here, Adrian. A nice clear image. There are a few little speckles that I got in mine there, but a nice image altogether. VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ.
VK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Copy that. Lorraine, thanks for that. Yeah, it's the album cover for Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It kind of has a few iconic songs on it, like Money, and a few other that I forgot the names of. But yeah, forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, we'll move it along. I'm going to do a quick call out, or any stations that are on the side. So, are there any stations that are wanting to join the CCARC SSTV net tonight?
To ABS, VK2 KC. Just receiving at the moment.
VK2 SKC Steve. G'day. G'day there. Yeah, all good there, Steve. Is there anybody else wanting to join the net?
CK2JH. Hi Adrian. Hi everyone. This evening I won't be transmitting at all. I'm just receiving. I'm actually running for a little bit, but I've been a bit busy, so yeah. So to let you know I'm here anyway, but yeah, I won't be sending any images.
VK2JEH, VK2 ABS. Copy, Justin. Yeah, all good there. So yeah, let's move along to the third round for tonight. VK2JTV, Peter, would you like to transmit your third image?
VK2 ABS, VK2JTV. This is another one of the carvings down at Lakes Entrance, and by the way, I've been receiving everyone quite well tonight. Only a few lines across from, I presume, static discharges from lightning, but otherwise I've received all the images that were sent quite well. Anyway, VK2JTV going Scotty 1.
VK2JTV, VK2ABS. Image came out perfect there, Peter. There is a glitch line there. Yeah, it's sort of an inverted thing of the image itself, but I could still see where the image is. Yeah, thanks for the image there, Peter. And would anybody like to comment on this image?
VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ. Yes, I received Peter's image very well here in Lake Macquarie. Again, I received his first one very well too. Quite interesting images there of these wood carvings. Very nice. Where would that one be, Peter? Over.
Same place, Lakes Entrance in Victoria. They had a number of these things alongside the road and in that park, and I made a point of getting photographs of them. One day I must go back down and see if they're still there and get some more photos. VK2, I'll throw back to Adrian. VK2 ABS, VK2 JTV.
VK2JTV, VK2LLJ. This is VK2ABS. Copy all that, Laura and Peter. Yeah, thanks for the image there, Peter, and yeah, we'll catch you in next round. So yeah, let's move along to VK2LLJ. Laura, would you like to transmit your third image?
VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. My next image is once again at the up at the Wadigans. This one is Boarding House Dam. Please stand by, changing modes and sending on Scotty 1.
VK2LLJ, VK2ABS. Image came out good there, Laura. There are a couple of lines of interference there. Yeah, but yeah, that's probably from static discharge from lightning. But yeah, nice image there, Laura. And would you like to describe the image for us, please? Yeah, VK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Yeah, Laura, are you still there?
VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ. I'm sorry, Adrian, I couldn't quite catch that. Over.
Yeah, VK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Yeah, sorry about that, Laura. Yeah, my question was, would you like to describe the image, and yeah, where's that sort of dam-looking thing located?
There's a walking track down in the Wadigans, and it goes from there's also a moss wall down there, and Boarding House Dam. A lovely little picnic area around Boarding House Dam, and a lot of people, do swim in Boarding House Dam. But there are some lovely tracks and lovely scenery, and you can get some really nice photos there in the Wadigans. Back to you, Adrian. ABS, VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ.
VK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Copy all of that, Laura. Yeah, pretty awesome photo there. And yeah, thanks for the info on that. Yeah, thank you very much. And does anybody want to comment on this image? No response heard. All good there. So yeah, let's move along to VK2 NRC Bob. Yeah, how did you receive those images there?
VK2 ABS, VK2 NRC. Unfortunately, few dropouts, which is understandable for the distance, and yeah, from what I could see off the foot, they were certainly, when I was, hearing it, it was very good. Anyway, thank you for running the net tonight. It's been enjoyable, and I'll see some of you on Sunday. Anyway, I'll put it back to you, Adrian. VK2 ABS, VK2 NRC.
Yeah, VK2 NRC, VK2 ABS, copy all that, Bob. Yeah, probably lightning doing some havoc to your receiver there. But yeah, all good there, Bob, and yeah, we'll check on with you in the next round. So yeah, let's move along to VK2 BPL. Paul, would you like to transmit your third image?
Yeah, I've got troubles with this damn microphone again. You copying me okay on this little 5-watt rig here, Adrian, over?
Yeah, VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Yep, can hear you clearly there, Paul.
Okay, no worries, mate. Thanks for that. The next picture is also from Papua New Guinea. It's a picture of one of the volcanoes in Rabaul, Mount Tavoul. It infamously exploded in 1994 and resulted in the termination of Rabaul town as a civilization centre, and Rabaul was moved to a place called Kokopo, about 50 kilometres away at the entrance to Rabaul Harbour. but this eruption actually occurred in 2014. So I'll send this photo of the eruption of Mount Orville in 2014. Stand by, please. Scotty 1.
VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS. Image came out perfect there, Paul. Yeah, very nice and colourful image there. Pretty awesome shot there. And yeah, thanks very much for that. Would anybody like to comment on this image?
VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ. Yes, that image was received very well here. No blemishes. What an amazing image and sight. Yep, very, very colourful and well received. VK2 ABS, VK2 LLJ.
VK2 LLJ, VK2 ABS. Yeah, copy that, Laura. Yep, yeah, it is indeed a very nice and colourful image in there. So yeah, thank you very much, Paul, for that image, and catch you in the last round. So yeah, right now I'm going to transmit an image of my own. It is going to be a picture of one of my doggies. Yeah, her name is Zoe. I think some of you have seen her before. Now this is just a photo of her sitting down, and yeah, I'm going to be transmitting this in Robot 72. So this is VK2 ABS switching modes. Yeah. Did anybody receive that well? Over?
Nice clear copy.
Received up here in Lake Macquarie. I had the in switching radios to try to get the microphone to work. I had turned up the receive volume too loud, so I got a green tinge on the phone, on the picture. But Laura, who sent me a copy of what she received it almost perfectly. So maybe Laura might like to add her comment to that, because she's had problem with this green or with this tinging at her place, and we've been wondering why. And I may have just accidentally discovered something that may help her in the future. But nice picture, nice dog, and well received here, Adrian. VK2ABS and the group VK2BPL.
Yeah, VK2BPL, VK2SKC, VK2ABS. Yeah, copy all of that. Yeah, thanks for that. This was a photo right after she had the puppies. I think a couple of days after, so yeah, she looks a bit happier there. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick call out. So, are there any stations that are wishing to join the CCARC Slow Scan television net tonight? And just stay heard. All good. So let's move along to the final round for tonight. VK2JTV, Peter, any last thoughts, comments or questions about tonight's net and your third image?
VK2ABS, VK2JTV. I thought we were finished with them, but I just brought up another one of these carvings, and all the images have been well received, and most of them are noise-free and clear, and a few, as other comments have been made, as lightning static discharges around the place. So, this is another one of the carvings down at Lake's entrance. VK2JTV, I'll be going Scotty 1.
VK2JTV, VK2ABS. Image came out crystal clear there, Peter. No interference at all. And yeah, crystal clear. A very nice image there, Peter, as well. Would anybody like to comment on this image? And nothing received. All good. Yeah, thank you very much, Peter, for joining us tonight. Yeah, have a great evening, have a good weekend, and we'll catch you later. 7-3. So let's move along to Brad, VK2 NMZ. How have you received the images tonight? VK2 NMZ, VK2 ABS. Brad, are you still with us? And nothing heard. Yeah, must be busy doing something else. All good there. So let's move along to VK2 LLJ. Laura, yeah, would you like to transmit your fourth and final image?
VK2ABS, VK2LLJ. The last couple of images. The first one was Your Zoe. It was received perfectly here in Lake Macquarie. No blemishes whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful clear-cut picture there, Adrian. And Steve, another great one from you, from Medlow Bath, received perfectly clear in Lake Macquarie tonight. Fascinating topic, all those wood carvings. Is that, I was just wondering what the significance, is that a wheelchair in the background, or am I seeing things, anyhow, a great picture. My next image is of Newcastle's canoe pool. I don't know if any of you have been down to near the baths in Newcastle. It was built in the 1930s, and it was known as the Young Mariners Pool. And it included a large map of the world, and children would sail around the world, or swim around the world in these continents, and all in cement. Anyhow, that is my next image, and I'm sending that in Scotty 1. And thanks very much for the net tonight, Adrian. It's always a pleasure to join it. 7-3 to everybody here. VK2ABS, VK2LLJ, please stand by.
VK2 LLJ VK2 ABS image received well there, Laura. A tiny bit of interference here and there, but overall nice and clear. An awesome photo of the canoe pool or rock pool. Awesome photo there. Nice and colourful, nice and blue, and overall very nice. Thank you very much, Laura, for that image. And would anybody like to comment on this image? And nothing received. All good. Thank you very much, Laura, for joining us tonight. Stay safe, stay well, and catch you later. 7-3. Now let's move along to VK2 NRC. Bob, how have you been receiving the images this evening?
VK2, ABS, VK2, NRC. Yeah, started off really well, and then just, I don't know whether the storm come through. I know a few of them were planes taking off, and that was just normal. It's starting to become more than normal, and what it has been fraud a bit for the last 6 months or so. It's not been any planes, but anyway, from what I saw, it was terrific. It was probably, otherwise, it was the best night of the quality of pictures I was getting. But that's just a shame that just a few interruptions in the way. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, and we'll talk to you all next week, if not before, or 2 weeks, if not beforehand. VK2 ABS, or VK2 NRC.
VK2 NRC, VK2 ABS. Copy all of that, Bob. Never really thought about lightning interference on VHF before, but I guess there is. Anyways, thank you very much, Bob, for joining us tonight. We'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay well. Have a good evening, and 7-3. So let's move along to VK2 BPL. Paul, would you like to transmit your fourth and final image?
Thanks, Adrian. VK2 ABS, Central Coast Amateur Radio Club, Sluskin, net, VK2 BPL. Just before I do send it, Adrian, just wanted to let you know you're all welcome on to the West Lakes Sluskin net on Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Laura's the Master of Ceremonies there, and if you can access point 775, 146 775 there, and give it a try to send a picture up, or at least to receive the pictures that are sent, you're more than welcome, and don't be put off. I know Adrian did attempt to send some pictures there outside of the net time, and he did ask my permission, and it's not up to me to give my permission. I did advise him to contact someone at the club. I don't know if he did or not, but I didn't want you to take offence at that, Adrian. They did allocate that time slot to us to send slow scan, and it wasn't for me to say go ahead and do it at any other time, but there would have been those there that could have said that to you. And we'll be listening on 147 575 simplex, 91.5 hertz tone after this session for anybody who wants to try the parrot repeater here in Lake Macquarie, Oblique Strait, Newcastle. So just to prove that I'm not completely Papua New Guinean, I'll send this picture of an Australian icon. Please stand by for Scotty 1, VK2 BPL.
VK2 BPL, VK2 ABS image came out perfectly there, Paul. No interference at all. Yeah, pretty cool image of a doggy with an Australian flag in its mouth. Yeah, pretty nice photo there, Paul. Would anybody like to comment on this image? And nothing received. All good there. Thank you very much, Paul, for joining us tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later. 7-3s. Now let's move along to VK2 SKC. Steve, how have you been receiving the images tonight, mate?
VK2 ABS, VK2 SKC. Nice and clear pictures. Quite enjoyable. Adrian? VK2 ABS, VK2 SKC.
VK2 SKC, VK2 ABS. Yeah, all good there, Steve. Thanks for joining us tonight. I believe this is first time on the net. I think you have received some images before, but yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, Steve, for joining us. I'm checking in, and we'll catch you later. 7-3s there, Steve. So let's move along to the bottom of the list. VK2JEH, Justin. How have you been receiving the images tonight?
VK2 ABS, VK2JEH. I'm just flipping through them now, actually. Initially, when the net first started, by the look of it, I was having a bit of trouble. There's a bit of interference around by the look of it. But the last 5 images have been quite good. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the last 5 images quite good, and the one with Laura with the break wall there, or the dam, it had 1 line through it, but overall pretty good. I've been a bit busy tonight, and I ended up getting caught up watching this YouTube stream of Dick Smith being interviewed by VK7 HH. So I didn't want to be juggling too many things tonight, so I thought I'd just at least leave the radio on receive and give some feedback at the end. So I hope to join in a more transceiver style way next week, sending some images and receiving. So not next week, sorry, 2 weeks time. Anyway, back to you, to Adrian, and thanks for running the net. VK2 ABS, VK2JH, and hello to all on the net.
VK2JEH, VK2 ABS. Copy all of that, Justin. All good there. The VK7HH thingo. I'm a bit interested in that. I might take a watch at it just after the net. So anyways, thank you very much, Justin, for joining us tonight. I hope you had a great time. Sounds like you did. Anyways, have a good weekend, and we'll catch you later, 7-3. So we've hit the bottom of tonight's list, so I'm going to do a quick call out for any stations wishing to quickly join us. So, are there any stations that are wishing to do a quick check-in with us tonight on the CCARC Slow Scan Television net tonight? Nothing received. All good. So this is VK2 ABS closing the SSTV net at exactly 9 o'clock. Hope everyone had a great time. Everyone who has been on the net, and the people who have been watching this on the CCARC Facebook page. Thanks for those people. Also news as well. Tomorrow I'm pretty sure there is a show and tell happening. I think around 1 o'clock-ish. And also Karen VK2XY, I think, is doing, is doing some exams tomorrow as well, starting from 10 o'clock. I will be up there doing my advanced license exam. I'm kind of worried about that, but yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll get at least 70%. What else? On Sunday, Westlakes is doing a car boot sale. I think starting from 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. around there at the club. And also, Laura's VK2LJ's Westlakes SSTV net will be on Tuesday at 7 o'clock as well. And the CCARC weekly Thursday net will be on the VK2 RAG 2 meter repeater on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And yeah, that's all for now. Yeah, thanks to everyone who is watching and listening, and stay safe everyone. And 7-3, this is VK2 ABS closing the net and returning the repeater to general and or emergency use. 7-3s everyone.